Shalom, Kal Haloyim, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Shan Yukabad, Gadwala Rakwab Zakwanyam Nawa, Wa Shalayakim Nawa. That's the belongings to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, Wabarakim Labakarim, Shalayasharala. That's peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. I wanted to get into this article that I found because it's all relevant to what's happening around the world concerning prophecy. And there are so many prophecies, so many things that are happening in this world right now, all at the same time. And that's how we know we're living in the end days according to the Bible. Just to name a few things off the top of my head. Of course, there's inflation. Prices are rising on a global standpoint everywhere concerning everything. Of course, food and especially gas. Gas seems to be rising, increasing almost on a weekly basis. This summer, they're talking about how we can be expecting blackouts and attacks on the grid. Going back to food, there's a shortage of baby formula. Whenever you go to look at these different shelves in the stores, you see empty shelves concerning different meats and milks and even sometimes eggs, depending on what store you go into or where you are. Over there in California, they're still currently experiencing a drought, and it's expected to get worse as we head into the summer. People are dying because of different heat waves. What else? So many things happening. Oh, how can we not talk about the Russia-Ukraine war? Even though it's dying down, it's affected a lot of people. And then, of course, these mass shootings that have been happening all throughout Babylon the Great this year. I mean, 2022 has been crazy in terms of these mass shootings. You had that guy that just shot up those older Jakes. And then, of course, this week, the big talk is that crazy dude that just shot up all the people at that school down there in Texas. So there's a lot going on, even concerning the C-19. The C-19 is surging back again in various states. And on top of that, now there's the monkeypox. So many things happening. It's a very exciting time that we're living in. And now to top it off, the NOAA, which is the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, is forecasting an above normal 2022 Atlantic hurricane season. And all this is going to do is continue to destroy Babylon the Great, which is known as America. Various names for America in the Bible, Babylon the Great being one of them. This is going to continue to destroy the economy in America and exacerbate the famine that we know is coming. It's going to destroy businesses, houses, destroy the landscape. So this place is out of here. What I want to do is watch this short video. It's about 1 minute maybe. And then we'll grab some precepts in the Bible, because all of this is prophecy. And that's why we're bringing this out, so that we can continue to watch and pray and understand the times that we're currently living in. So here we go.
The 2022 Atlantic hurricane season is forecasted to be above average, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. There could be 6 to 10 hurricanes this year, with up to 6 of those storms rated at Category 3 or higher. NOAA says there is a 65% chance this season will be above normal, and just a 10% chance it will be below normal. The 2021 season produced 21 named storms, and 2020 saw a record-breaking 30 named storms. The 2022 season begins on June 1st, and the first storm will be called Alex.
And that's the end of it. So the 2022 hurricane season is forecasted to be above average, above normal. And it starts June 1st. The first storm they're talking about is going to be named Alex. I don't know how they're already naming the storm and where they're getting their names from, but I'm looking forward to my man Alex coming up in this joint and doing some damage. We need these prophecies to come to pass, because the sooner that Babylon the Great is destroyed, the sooner that the kingdom of heaven will be established here on earth. So they're talking about up to 21 named storms this year. And out of those 21, there could be 6 to 10 that are actually hurricanes. That's a lot. That's a lot. But this needs to come to pass. We're looking forward to it. We're not shying away from prophecy. This is how we know that we're living in the end days, and how we know that the Most High is visiting this world through these prophecies. So we're going to start off reading in 2 Ezra 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. So how do you measure the time? You read the scriptures, you understand prophecy, then you read certain articles like what we're doing. You watch certain videos, or maybe you just go out in the world and you observe with your eyes. How are people acting? How are they responding to one another? We see the gas prices increasing. You go to the grocery store, you see shelves empty. You see inflation. You see prices rising left and right. Even in the automobile industry, it's crazy if you want to try to get a car right now. Even the housing market, they're talking about some kind of bubble. The stock market is even up and down. It's hard to predict right now for seasoned veteran traders, that is. So doing all of that, going back to the scriptures and saying, you know what? These things that are happening in the world were prophesied to happen in these times. So we have to be living in the end days. That's how you measure the time. You do it so you can understand the time that you're living in. And you can say, you know what? This is the time that the Messiah was prophesied to come back right now. It goes on to say, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit, keyword visit, the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So the Most High is visiting this world by the prophecies, and in verse 3 it says by earthquakes and uproars of the people. But that's not all. There's more. In verse 6 of Isaiah chapter 29, it says, thou shalt be visited. And there's that key word again. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Let's look up that word, tempest, and let's see what we see. In the Hebrew, it's sa'ir. And when you come down to the Strong's definition, what do we see? Hurricane. We see hurricane. Hurricane, storm, tempest, whirlwind. So that's what it is. Hurricane, one of the ways in which the Most High told us that he would visit this world, amongst many others, amongst uproars of the people, earthquakes in diverse places. In Matthew 24, it talks about wars and rumors of wars, pestilences, C-19, and the monkeypox, right? All of this is biblical prophecy. I quoted it, but we'll get it because it makes these prophecies come alive. We talk about it, but when we read it, like I said, makes it come alive. Matthew 24, starting at verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, he, talking about the Messiah, his name is Yahushua, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Meaning the end of this current age, these people ruling When will all that come to an end? And when are you returning? Verse 4, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, the Russia-Ukraine war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Don't be troubled. Why? Because these things are happening for the wicked. The destruction of Babylon the Great, we'll just go down the line and say this famine that's coming, the tempest that's coming, because yes, people are going to be dropping dead in these upcoming hurricanes. People are already dropping dead due to this extreme heat wave that's been happening. And it's going to get only worse with more perilous times. But all of this is happening for the wicked. So there's no need for us to fret or to be troubled. The scriptures say, be not afraid of sudden fear. Why? Because you should be watching. You should be spiritually prepared. That's why. All these things, it says, must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there should be famines. We're already seeing that happen right now. And this is just the beginning. We're not even in Jacob's trouble right now. We're not even in Jacob's trouble. This is just the beginning of it. And look at everything happening right now. You can still go to sleep under your roof. You can wake up in the morning, have breakfast, prepare it yourself, go out and buy it, get your coffee. You can still take road trips. I mean, we're not even in Jacob's trouble right now. And look how much is going on. It's an exciting time that we're currently living in. And you should know very well that we're at the end. It shouldn't be any confusion in your brain. And if there is, you, my man, need to repent and fast ASAP. ASAP. It says, and there should be famines and pestilences, C-19, monkeypox, earthquakes, and in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. That's all this is, just the beginning of sorrows right now. I want to do one last thing. Let's just type in the word tempest. I'm looking for one specific precept, but if I can't get it, then that's okay. Psalm 83:15 is good. So persecute them with thy tempest. Remember Sa'ir. And make them afraid with thy storm. Let's see what else we see. Let me see. Let me see if I type in tempest and wicked. C-K-E-D. That's it. Psalm 11 verse 6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares. A snare is a trap. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone. And fire and brimstone, aka those nuclear missiles, is how Babylon the Great, America, is going to be destroyed in this upcoming World War III. So once again it says, upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and in a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. So once again, because I mentioned it, I wanted to get it. All of this is happening for the wicked. It's not for us to fret or to worry about. And I wanted to bring this out to state the balance. We don't say these things to make anyone scared, but at the end of the day, fearing the Most High is a beautiful thing. That's actually a commandment, to fear the Lord. So you have to fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, but it's okay. If you fear him and if you give him his reverence, and most importantly, if you have faith in him, then he's the one that's bringing the tempest and the storm. He's the one that's bringing the famine. So if you have faith in him, that he's going to protect you and keep you safe from it, then you have nothing to worry about. You will be okay. All throughout the scriptures, it talks about how the Lord's servants are going to eat during famine, how they're going to be merry-hearted, how he's going to protect them. All throughout the scriptures. So the balance is that we have nothing to worry about. These things are happening for the wicked. This is end time prophecy. We're looking forward to it coming to pass because it has to, for the kingdom of heaven to be established here on earth. So I pray that this was edifying to the elect. Call Aloyim, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakudash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.